All right, I'm going to show you how to mobile optimize your website so it looks great on mobile and on desktop. Okay, so here's how we do some mobile optimization, right? So I just created a new section or block on my website and it looks great on desktop, but now I come over here to mobile and it kind of looks janky, right? The picture doesn't look right. You know, maybe the buttons are too big. It's just kind of weird, right? So what we're going to do is come over here, just mouse over to the block gear, right? So that's the block gear. It's the same gear right here when you mouse over this block gear. That's for your settings. So we're going to come over here, hit that block gear, and what we're going to do is we're going to copy the widget. And now it's going to be over here, right here in this little square box here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this on mobile and tablet. Now what I can do is come back and drag that container back, and there it is. Now, strangely enough, that image seems to have resolved itself a little bit, right? It looks better just because of that action that I just did. But now this block is hidden on desktop, okay? So now what we can do is come in here and make changes to this block and it will not affect what is shown on our home page. So now I can shrink up this spacer, maybe get rid of one of them because it looks like there's a couple of them in here. And actually what I can do is come back and put another spacer right, spacer right here in between these two things. Give it a little bit of room, right? There we go. And let's see. Maybe shrink this down so it all fits on one level. There we go. Something like that. Now also what I want to do is maybe make the line height on this a little higher, just because it looks a little scrunched up, right? So something like that. And then drag this down a little bit, or maybe put a spacer in there again right here so that I can kind of adjust that and give it a little bit of room. So now I can see, maybe I want to make this a little bit bigger. And then give it a different line height spacing. There we go, right? Simplify, automate, grow. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I can come into this button as well, and I can hit the edit styling, and then I can change the padding size so that it's more appropriately sized for a mobile application, right? I'm also going to change the line height here just a little bit. Oops. This one, maybe make that 1.2 just to give it a little bit more space between the two lines. There we go. That looks pretty darn good if you ask me, right? All in one, been waiting for. Let's see here, maybe I'll just kind of play around with this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now I can do the same thing up here if I want to, but I want to put a video in this top block. So I'm just going to kind of, well, first of all, what I'll do is I am going to change this. Hold on a sec. No, I'm going to wait until I come back and do the video on this, but I just wanted to show you how cool it can be to start doing some mobile optimization here on your website, so that now I've got this hidden area right here is hidden on mobile and tablet, and then this one is hidden on desktop. So now when I come back, see, everything looks pretty good. Now I'm going to put a video in here, right? So that I have a explainer video about what Fast Pages is. I'm going to put that in here. And then once I do that, I can come back and I'll start modifying the two different blocks. But I want to go ahead and build out my desktop version first so that all the elements are there, and then I can go ahead and start mobile optimizing.